Hello everyone, this is Mukundan Ratman, and this video we are going to understand the head in Git. Even though we have seen lot of commands, head is not the command but it is the concept, and it can be also considered as the pointer to the latest commit. In this video we will try to understand everything about the head. What is head in Git concept? In Git, head is the reference to the current commit that you are working in the current directory. For example, in your current active branch, the latest commit will be pointed with the variable called head. Even if you go into the very technical way to try to understand the head, head is the symbolic reference that points to the tip of the latest commit. Now, why head is important? And first of all, why do we need the head? The first one, head is very much required to see the different what has been changed when compared to the previous commit, so that it always moves forward whenever you make the commits. And after that, when you have the multiple branches, when you try to see the differences, or when you try to see what are the things can be merged from one branch to another branch, that time head is referred. And staging and committing, whenever you have something in your local, you want to add it to the staging. If you don't have the base reference, which is head, you may not be knowing what other things has been changed. So basically, it is the base reference to find the differences, to commit, to merge, and everything. So that's the reason head is very much required. And try to understand more pictorial way. Here you can see you have the main branch and you have done only one commit. Now the head will be on the commit 1. Then you add one more change. Then you have made a commit 2. Then now head is moved to the commit 2. The same way when you make the commit 3, the head moves to the commit 3. Very simple way to understand this way. However, if you have the multiple branch, for example, you started with the main branch, you committed C1. Obviously, the head will be in the commit 1. Then in the same branch, you make the change to which is commit 2. Now head moves to the commit 2, which is C2. In this stage, you create a new future branch considering main as the base branch. Obviously, all the commits will be given to the future branch also. It sees head is in C2, then it gets all the code from the C2 and just gives to the future branch. In Git perspective, it's a series of commits. Now, at the end, once you create the future branch, you will have the same commits, and this time head is pointing to the C2. Now the head is same because either it can be main branch or future branch, both points to the commit C2. Now let's imagine you create something new on your future branch and make the commit 3. Now as per the current branch, future branch, the commit 3 will be pointing to the head. Now you have two heads. If you are working on the main branch, the head points to the C2. If you switch to the future branch, the head points to the C3. So this is a basic understanding about the head. Then in this video, what are the things we are going to learn? Only considering the head. Maybe in coming videos, you will have more benefit of head when you do the merge activities. Let's see, whatever we have seen in theoretical, we will try to see as a practical. The first one, seeing commits with head moving, which means when you move from C1 to C2, whether the head is moving or not from C1 to C2, and seeing the change in head while switching to the branches. We have seen if you have the difference in commits, then when you switch to the different branch, the commit, the latest commit will be having the head. So we will see by switching to the different branches having the different commits. Now the main point about commit ID is same way you switch to the different branches, you can switch to the different commit ID. For example, you have done C1, C2, C3. You want to see how it was when you have done the C2 or commit 2. You don't need to give the branch name. You can give the commit ID to switch to the specific commit. So in that case, your head will be moving to the C2 temporarily and you will get the warning message. It is detached head. By default, head will be in the very recent commit, but now you switch to the any specific commit. And sometimes you feel like the latest commit is not required. You want to go to the specific past commit. Then how to change the head to the specific commit? Let's see all these things in the practical. We have the project folder called git demo, and same thing has been open in the bash terminal. Now let's start git init, create a simple file. Now add this git add, git commit 1. Now if you see the command called git log, here you can see the commit ID has been given, which is normally 40 characters. It is alphanumeric characters. Then head is pointing to the main one, which is the recent commit 1. Now let's clear the screen. Now create one more file, do the same steps again. Now if you look for git log, here you can see commit 1 and commit 2. Now head is pointing to the commit 2. Same thing we can do for the third file. Maybe we can clear it. Git add, git commit 3. Now here you can see git log. Even though we have commit 1, commit 2, commit 3, the head is pointing to the latest commit, which is commit 3. Clear the screen. Now let's create the new branch from the master. Just name it future branch. Now type git log. Here you can see head is pointing to the commit 3 for both branches, future as well as the master. So that means that even though you have the two branches, master and future branch, but the commits in both branches are same, so that head is pointing to the latest commit, which is common to both branches, which is also commit 3. In future branch, let's create the new file again to make the difference in commits. Sample 4, maybe we can add the future.txt. Now if you type git log, oh, we have not added, let's add it. Git add, git commit, -m, commit for future branch. Now if you type git log, here you can see in the future branch, head is pointing to the commit 4. If I switch to the master branch, now if you type the git log, here you can see head is pointing to the commit 3 because master branch does not have commit 4. Now we have seen this same thing. So after cloning, if you are going to the future branch, it will be in the latest commit, whereas in the main branch, it will be in its own latest commit. However, these two commits are different. Now let's switch to the future branch. Git checkout future branch. Now in future branch, I want to just switch to the specific commit. Imagine I want to go to the commit 2. Then how do we switch it? By using the git checkout, then add minimum 7 characters of commit ID. Here we are switching to the any specific commit rather than the branch. Now here you can see when you switch to the specific commit ID, which is commit 2, right? So we have switched to the commit 1 actually. So that's the reason when you have done the commit 1, what was the status? It was having only sample 1. So that's the reason it is showing the state of commit 1. And here you can see you are in the detached state, which means that even though the head supposed to be in the latest commit, you are switching to the a specific commit, which is older one. Clear the screen. Now you are in the specific state. You want to see how it was and you want to make changes. That's fine. Now imagine you feel like you need to go to the commit 1 itself in the future branch. Then just switch it to commit. Sorry, let's switch to the future branch again. Now if you see git log, so however, we have not changed it in the future branch. It is still pointing to the commit 4. Now we have seen how it was in the commit 1. And again, we want to reset head rather than pointing to the commit 4. We want to set it to the commit 1. Just copy this same. Now git reset hard. Just paste the commit ID, enter. Now if you see the git log, now head is pointing to the commit 1 in the future branch. So this way, when you just want to switch between the commits and you want to make the head pointing to any specific commit, you can use the command which is git reset hard and the commit ID. This commit ID should be minimum 7 length. Even though it gives 40 characters, you should have minimum 7 to find the unique commit ID. Now we have seen how the commits are moving as you progress to commit 1, commit 2, commit 3, the head also moving towards the latest commit. And we also seen when you switch between the branches in its own branch, what is the latest commit, head is pointing to that. And we have seen same like how we switch to the branches, we can switch to the specific commit ID by using minimum 7 length of characters. And how to change the head from one commit to any past commit? It can be done by using the git reset hard and then commit ID. So this way we are so much familiarized how the head works and how to see the differences and how the specific commit can be checked out and how to change the head pointing to the different commit. So this is all about this video, and always be a rainbow in others cloud.